You got it bad for me, babe. I don't feel glad that I can have this, babe. Nobody.
Today I got a special guest, guys. Yay!
I got tired.
The way I've been wanting this one, yo.
Charlie.
It is the
Showbiz.
best friend tag. Are you ready? Hi guys, welcome back to Nick's Nook. This is a safe space. Thank you for those who are returning. Thank you for those who are been watching. I appreciate you. It's been a minute, but your girl's been back. Your girl's going to be consistent. And today, guys, yo, do you know how long I've been waiting for this day? I don't think you understand. We're doing the best friend tag today. Why are you looking at She said it like today we're doing the best friend tag. She said like
Just get professionally.
Do your job.
Yeah.
So today we have Miss Annelisa Nkosana, my best friend, guys. The one and the only. Yo,
I love you so much.
can I tell you guys, this babes, so we lived together. We stayed together for how long? How many years?
2 years.
2 years. We stayed together for 2 years. And then she abandoned me.
Big words. Triggering words.
She left. And it's been so we haven't been able to see each other as often as we would have liked.
Yeah.
So finally we got to do this video. Yo, finally.
Thank you for having me.
So
So
we
that's
got-
what people say when they go to other people's channels. They say, "Thank you for having me."
Thank you for having
Thank you for having me.
Sounds so very professional.
This is your workplace, please. Don't talk nonsense.
So let's start from the beginning. So since we're doing a tag, I think it's only fair to introduce the baby girl because she's a baby girl. Come on, Liz. So let's start from the beginning. This girl didn't want to be my friend.
I really did.
I always start off. Everyone who asks, I always start off. This girl didn't want to be my friend.
Do you know what it was? Yeah, I was in that point of my life where I just was
Tell me.
like, my best friend, my other best friend.
So she has more than one, eh? Which
Yeah.
is okay, guys.
It's perfectly
I'm not
fine.
saying it like I'm triggered. I'm just like, it's fine.
My other best friend,
She
she's
has,
very
yeah.
introverted, like super introverted. And like for the longest time, I can sometimes feel as though that I have to like work hard to get out of a shell, all of that stuff. It's like a project. So when I met Nick and Nick was like quiet, I was like, yo, I
thought I was
can't be, I can't take another project. I'm only one person. I'm building again. You are. So I even gravitated. So how we met was at work, right? So what was I even doing? But I was working where I was working.
You were
doing what I
working
was
at
doing.
the front desk.
Yeah, I was at reception. How
Yeah.
would you not? I mean, I will.
Please. Oh my gosh, guys.
Let me receive you. Then
Best reception.
then I met Nick because she was doing some holiday work with another student that where we were working at, and then I gravitated toward the other person because I was like, there's not a lot of work here, but I just was like, this Adegeli is so quiet. I just don't have
Guys,
the time.
okay,
I don't have the time. I don't have the
Because I'm not
time.
gonna be able to. I don't think I'm gonna be able to tell my side and your side. So let me just
Yeah.
intersect.
Intersect.
Let me just
Yeah.
intersect. I used to go to work because I knew the people there already. So I will go, and then in the morning I talk to everyone. I'm not like a good morning. That's not me. I am going there for the purpose of whatever I'm doing. Whenever I'm moving from point A to B, there's not a point B for me. I move from point A to B. When I get at B, then I do what I need to do and I socialize. So when I'm in the office with the people that I'm supposed to, then I talk to the people that I'm supposed to. I saw her later on only, but it's also because I was in a new environment and I didn't know people. It takes me a minute to get comfortable in the environment. Now I'm used to certain people. Now I have to get used to new people, and she was new. So
Brand spanking news released December 2019 is how new I was.
and then the girl that I was with, she was more
Outgoing, like
her personality was more like out to a degree and extent.
Sharp.
Yeah. So she felt more comfortable like talking to people, and I had to get used to people. So that's what was happening. So you can continue.
So then, one day.
Don't tell them
So
business.
So then one day, no, I told one. I'm not telling that ton of business. I'm telling that business. Then the one day we were sitting in this one stuffy room. One stuffy room, I tell you.
Because we had a tedious task that we had to do.
Then I asked, how do you eat your chicken?
Guys, we bonded over how do you eat chicken.
Do you eat it to the bone? Do you leave some meat on? What is your vibe? Because at this point, also I think I was ready to accept another friend.
She just didn't know it. I think.
Yeah.
I think you overall wanted to,
Yes.
but you were just resistant to it.
I just didn't want to work hard.
So she wanted to know how hard do I work with my chicken.
That's the thing. Because if I know that you are there by the bone doing, then I'm like, okay, sure.
You know the people.
Or they're making me friends. I don't want you to nibble on a chicken bone. To here. What are you leaving the meat for?
She wanted me to do that. Imagine. I don't know this girl from
That was
nowhere.
the question that clinched it for me. The answer, she said, what do you mean I'm leaving something on a bone? I said,
what do you mean?
More. I said, please, I'm listening.
Also, if you're cooking and the juice is not going into the bone, what are you cooking?
What are you?
What? It's called an attempt. Then
Okay,
it's not a cookie. It's not the same.
So then after that, we started having more conversation, and it built into something because I'm not a small talk kind of girly. Like,
and I'm not.
I genuinely like they'll come to me and be like, "Oh, the weather's really
the weather
good."
is. Do you know?
Sure.
I always actually when I have to do small talk, I always talk about the weather.
Because that's the only thing that's
I feel so awkward. I'm like, oh, it's hot.
It really is hot. Like I don't like that. So I didn't wanna have like meaningless conversations. And I think that your 20s are tough. I feel like your 20s, especially your early 20s, they are so tough because you go from like being the girly that has to ask to go to the bathroom to being a girly now that's like SARS is waiting for you to pay your taxes.
Wait, what do you mean? There's a jump.
That's a jump.
You mean like
you go from being like a child to having to make like executive decisions about your life to having to know and what do you know, you know? And at the time I just felt like also there's no point in having a small chat when I feel like my life is crumbling.
Like,
let's get to the nitty gritty.
Get to it.
How was your childhood?
No, because we're like, are we compatible or are we not? If we are not,
quick fast.
Sharp. This is fine.
Important questions out from the gate. We were like, important questions first. Let's talk about it.
But my favorite thing about this whole thing was this, because we both didn't do small talk. So one thing we actually, this sounds so geeky to me.
Yeah.
Right? We had like bullet points for the next day what we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
Because our conversation was popping. It was
months into it. I'm not talking about this is the first week. I'm talking about months into it. I had a little black notebook.
Oh, because actually you did.
I did. I had a little black notebook, and then I would come back to work and just be like, I'm ready. At the time I was studying, I was just ready for you to.
This was like out. This was like weeks into it. It wasn't months.
Because
one time because we clicked.
The lockdown happened.
Lockdown happened in March.
But we met in January.
We met in January. So we met in January, and then there was the part where we didn't talk because we were just we didn't see each other. And then because also I was going through a bit of a rasparasi. For my English people, I was going through a heartbreak.
She was shredded.
And then this so it started. So this is where it started. Like, I actually told this girl. So she was just there, and I'm like, girl, I need to go outside for some fresh air. And she said, okay. Shocked that I actually even spoke to her. We went outside and then we came back, and that's where we ended up in the staff room, and then we just started having conversation. But it's the conversation we had that solidified
everything.
And it took, guys, I was on the phone with this one, like she's my bae. Yeah. Literally, because then it was like a month of that happening.
Then it was
so the whole February, right, of us like having these conversations. And then lockdown happened in March. But there was a period, like 2 weeks, we didn't see each other before because we had to wait for our devices to be delivered to. We had to
True. I don't flash no body. Sorry.
So I had I had to like wait for our devices to be delivered to work.
Yeah.
So because we couldn't see each other,
And
then
it was quiet.
it was quiet. So we tried to travel in to work, get the things, and then we saw each other, and we were like, "Girl, miss you." Then I had to go home,
Yeah.
and she was still in Cape Town.
What
And
happened,
then
Jen?
we would catch up for 2 hours on the phone, 3 hours just talking, just checking in.
Mind you,
Daily.
even within the checking ins, like one thing that I can say for free and they come out that for free.
For free.
I can say for free. Couldn't charge you nothing. But one thing.
For those who are struggling with friendship in their 20s, please.
Look, I
Free
think
advice.
one of the things that was like really pleasant about our relationship and like that time period was that we were each other's safe spaces to be able to express whatever we're expressing. And we had the type of relationship where I can call you and I can tell you the same story 7 times in one call. And every time you're gonna be shocked with me. If I'm appalled by something, we're both appalled by it. Let's be so for real about
I
it.
swear. Okay, so let's get into this, right? So based of our friendship, right? Because I've actually really learned how to. I knew how to friendship in my own way, but she kind of made me more aware of how to build like platonic relationships.
Yeah.
Based on my experience with her. So 5 things that stood out to you, like with me, that you were like, this person is my person.
God, not gonna say wow.
Like 5 things. Like you can do, I can do one, you can do like.
Let's do it that way then. So number 1, I truly believe this is gonna sound dumb, but our shared experiences.
Oh yeah.
That was one of the things I was like, oh yeah, no, this is someone that I can be with for life. I did not have to constantly explain parts of myself. We just spoke the same language. I read a quote that said something to the effect of, be with people that speak the same language as you so that you don't go constantly having to explain your soul. And that's something different to just having to explain your actions. But the essence of me as a person, my kindnesses, the impacts of certain things, the triggers of certain things, those are things that we don't necessarily have to have a big conversation about because those are both learned. And it's safe. It's safe for me to not do the right thing all the time because you get where it comes from. You hold me accountable, but you're also kind about it.
So it's my relatability to you.
Yeah. That's the first thing. So I don't have to explain my soul to you.
Yeah. So for me, one thing that was just like, it's how willing you were to learn. Like your willingness, because I could relate with you on that as well.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that you were so willing to learn about yourself and make space for me. Because I remember like that first time when we were sitting in the room, when we were sharing our experiences, right? Because what we were basically doing is with the bullet points is like, you are ready to hear my point of view on something because you were ready to learn. And you were made it safe enough for me to express my point of view, and you were safe. You felt, you expressed yourself like you felt safe to share you with me in that moment. So, girl, it was literally, guys, hectic. I'm telling you, this girl. It's literally because I love learning and growing, and that to me showed that you were so willing to learn and grow and include me in the process of that.
Yeah.
Because
Thank you.
Please, you made me feel like she was intrigued by my mind. I said, yes.
Your mind is intriguing. And let's stop right there.
Yay!
There's no need to say more.
So that was for me like one of the things, because your willingness to grow and learn.
Yeah. I hear you. Because I think it's reflected. The reason why I'm agreeing with the things that you're saying is that it's reflected to me by you. So it's like when you're saying that, that's how I feel about you. So it's like it's just the same thing. I would say the exact same thing if it was you.
Guys, can I tell you this? One thing that I love is that I feel like we are constantly I feel like we're constantly like so willing to learn and grow because this is something that has been a trend throughout our friendship.
Yeah.
Right? She came over like a few weeks ago and she pulled out a list of questions. She's like, okay, let's see. Let's start your text. I said, ma'am. She came ready with a list. She's like,
When was the last time you've cried?
because like also our check-ins, like I feel like if other people had to sit into our conversations, they'll be like, what are you doing? Our check-ins are like therapy sessions, like deep. We don't go, it's deep. She asked me, she said, if she was on the fifth floor of a building and I'm at ground zero and someone is asking me, she's about to walk out of the lift onto the fifth floor, right? What she would love to walk into. I said, ma'am. And our answers, yes. Yeah. She said, like, what would be her ideal thing to walk in, and not physical things, like what would she want to, if her life was on floor number 5, what would she want to walk into? And I was like, what would I think, not what do I believe she would want to walk in, and not what I think she would want to get from it, or I need to be in her head, basically. She said, please analyze me. And the same thing, so we actually have very deep conversations, which I appreciate so much.
That is so true.
What is number 2? Let's do 3 things actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 5 is
because number 5 is going to be very far.
Number 2. See, I didn't even prep like these answers. I'm like, I'm having to think, and it's not because
think, please.
The questions they are far, the answers they are far. The answers are here, but I want it to be things that are valid and that are substantial. 2 is your fire. You have such fire. Oh yes,
fire.
You have such fire.
I have fire.
You're such a fired up person. You are such a fired up person in the sense that like your ambitions are so great. Your vision for yourself is so alive and it's so here. If anyone gets on board with you as a person, they need to know that this is already what's happening. Like, granted, we can talk back about certain things where there are, but the truth of the matter and the truest form of that. But your fire, genuinely your fire. You're such a fiery person. You have such a fiery outlook on getting things done. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you are such a person where
it's so interesting hearing other people's experience of you.
Yeah.
And I feel like you may feel the same way. Like if I explain you.
The whole time you're talking, I'm like, who did? Who did?
Because like right now, like so currently the space that I'm in, right? I don't feel that. And the fact that that's your experience of me, it's just like...
I think because you've got big ticket things in your bucket list of things that you think would make you be a fiery person. Like, we all have our ideas of what could be, what would constitute us being this person. But the reality of life is this. You're the same person that's moved to Cape Town, didn't have family, but you worked your way. You know what I'm saying? Like the way that the type of person that you are, you're a go-getter. Like that's the fiery part of you. We lived in the same exact space for how long? Your space reflects who you are. You take risks. You're willing to put yourself out there. You have that determination. You know what it is that you want, and you're not gonna stop until you get it. If it's not it, a very close version to it. Like that's the way that you are. Like that is such an attractive thing to me. I'm just like, one day, God.
Can I tell you? Okay, my number 2 now.
Yeah.
This girl has the ability to show up in every space the way she is. Oh, I'm not even joking. Because you know what it is, right?
Yeah.
Like even like the way she speaks and the way she presents herself and like all of that. Beautiful. Beyond that even. But like your ability to show up in spaces, like I remember I truly believe you brought out parts of me that I didn't even know that was in me, right? And you highlighted things to me, right? So
my daint mouth.
This babe, this I remember like one thing, my baby girl has a big personality.
Purr,
right? I mean, you better purr that. she has a big personality, right? And she actually made me aware of things that I wasn't aware of about myself. Because it's like, for example, the first time you described me as something, I also didn't think I had a fiery personality or something. I thought I was very like meek, very, and then I found it later on. I'm like, I'm not that. I'm actually, I can be.
You have a fire.
Yeah,
You're
but then
passionate.
my favorite forever will ever be description. It was given to by this one. She's because we had to like. She explained my personality, described my personality in one word, and she said that I was effervescent. I said, ma'am.
I remember this.
You remember?
Yes.
She said you're effervescent, and I'm like,
Yes.
what's that? And she said it's like when you with champagne, right? It bubbles in the right environment. It's like
you're saying it wrong.
You said like an ino. Or like a
or a rainy. Something good for your spirit or your soul.
When you put it in water, in the correct environment, I fizz. And I'm not all over the place.
Nope.
And I said, ma'am, so I've learned so much about myself through her. And the fact that she is so comfortable with showing up as herself. Like, she can, wow, we work together, guys. Besides, like, besides living together, we gym together. Oh, we did everything together.
We were tied on the hip.
So, when we moved to this side of the world, right?
Where you now?
Where I'm at right now. This girl was the one in the office that would put a smile on everyone's face because her personality is just so, like, you can't. Some people like would, I think, which was the conversation we've had before, like there's certain people who just can't with certain personalities, but then it reflects insecurity in other people. We're not going to talk about it. So anyway, what I was trying to say is her personality is it's infectious. Like you have to. Also, it exposes, I think what it does is, because you're so okay with being yourself, it makes other people uncomfortable who they are sometimes.
Ooh. No, that's a word.
It makes people, and the thing is, with me, I am trying to find out constantly, because in different phases we are different people, right? Because we grow and we evolve.
We should actually pin that whole conversation, because we need to talk about the transitions in friendships.
So she makes me want to be myself, show up as myself, my full self, in an authentic self in an environment. So
come here.
okay. Okay. No, you do number 3 first, and then I number 3 because you. What?
Merci beaucoup.
That's my cut. Merci beaucoup. It's when you're from the suburbs. When you're from the real
suburbs.
So apparently, guys, I am not from the real suburbs. I am from a make believe suburbs. She is from the real burbs. Hectic. Anywho, so number 3.
Okay, am I doing number 3 first?
Yes, number 3 and number 2.
Number 3 for me is, gosh, there's so many now. I have to pick one out of the many.
Just pick one.
Because you took your number 1 is my number 3. Now
my number 1,
yes,
is your
the ability to learn and the desire to learn, to become better. I also think your creativity. Let me put it at that.
Really?
Your creativity. It's very inspiring. It's very much something that you know how you pick people that have the opposite. Sometimes they say opposite attract,
yes.
Where the person inspires that part of you. You're someone that does that for me. You're very creative. You are so intelligent in like how you use art to move things. You're like, when I tell you this thing of this room of yours, it's not a small thing. You got a very aesthetic room. You care for how you show up in terms of like you put yourself together. That's a whole artistic process. You are such a creative person in and out. The way your brain sees things is just such a beautiful way, because every single time you're a visual person. Like in here, I just want to Photocopy. Hi, photocopy. Like, when I tell you, you are such a creative person, there's nothing that you cannot spin. There's nothing that you cannot turn into whatever. And sure, but like mainly, that is a gift. It's genuinely one of the things that just make me so attracted to you as a person. Is that you are so creative. You're so smart with your eyes.
This
Very smart.
With the visual.
With a visual.
Can I tell you?
Even you're beautiful. Even you're beautiful.
You know what it is? I learned to become more comfortable with compliments because of this one. Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup.
Also, so my number 3 is, I actually think you're gonna be shocked.
I am prepared.
Your drive to move. This babes, nah. I know. She no. Where I have been fearful, right? You have shown up in ways in doing, like your way to do. Because it's one thing saying something and having a vision of something and like, you know, wanting something, but the doing of it, you have jump, skipped, hop.
That is so wild.
You have, like, I remember like at our like place of work, I don't talk about it, but like she left, right? And that was a jump. And then she left that place and made a hop. And I was like, and she was telling me, even you can do it. And I'm like,
you can!
You
still can!
Yes! You still! We can talk about that. But the fact is, right, like, even like, I feel like whatever it is that you want, like,
that
you have a
so
tendency
wild.
to put so much pressure on yourself. But when you do it, I feel like the moment you remove the anxious thought processing and things,
Stop it!
like literally, I feel like the moment you remove the anxious thought and the pressure, right, you will like just, what do you call it, like propel, like it will just be like a, I don't even have the words, vocabulary, like, also I have the dictionary for vocabulary. Babes has a thesaurus.
Shut the front.
Did you hear that? Thesaurus. So like you will just excel so quickly because whenever you put your mind to something,
That's wild.
and like you remove all of the other things. Also, one thing, I feel like I'm more of an emotionally driven person. You're more logical, and you have taught me how to become more logical.
Do you know
right?
what's wild?
Because
I think that's in our duo, because everywhere else I'm the emotional.
Maybe it's because I'm too emotional, yeah? But this, because she told me, she's like, you know what it is? I remember that I was going through stuff. She's like, babes, compartmentalize. I said, what?
Lady phone lady, you're outside this side.
It's Karen.
Sleep, lady, out. Keep the thing quiet.
So this babe told me, compartmentalize. I said, what do you mean? Oh, the babes told me, compartmentalize. Also, because you know what it is, sometimes, and I realized this, I have like 3. So I always look at my friend circles like, what do you call it? Spheres.
Sure.
Sure.
Let's go with spheres.
Like what do you...
Layers.
Yeah. So,
like different avenues. Like
yes.
genres of
yeah.
music.
So the first one would
that's
be
a nice one. Genres
the
of friends.
first one would be like the closest. Like your top 10.
Yes.
Not your top 3 songs.
Tears.
It's like the tears. Yo, you know? Do you actually know? I actually told, so I have like 3 close people to me, And I actually told one of them, I said, you are top tier.
Come on, someone.
And there's, because you are placed there because there's no one has reached where you have been.
Ooh.
And you
That's
are
good.
included in one of the top tier.
Yeah.
Because, of course, you must know.
Yeah.
So
What else are we doing here? Just talking for once.
talking for once. So, but yeah. So, what is things that you would say to people who are... Oh, I almost said something. I can be very honest, guys. Nah?
Talk.
I was going to say people who are so away.
That's so well.
That's so weird. Like, what would be some advice that you would give someone? Say, for example, someone in school, high school, right? a loner girl is coming to you and she's like, yo, I'm struggling to make friends, right? Because the people come and take advantage of me. What advice would you give someone to ensure that they like choose friends, right? Because I feel like as your younger self, I don't feel like you can give your younger self advice. Because this babes now, I would give my younger self advice. This babes was the main character in the whole story the whole time. But you know, I had to become the main character. This babes was the main character in the whole story.
I have to like say this. I have an older sister that I'm very, 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 very close with. Like my older sister is one of my best friends. So a lot of the things that I had experienced in life, there's a clear difference because of those kinds of things. So I had a friend that was installed for me. My God, because he knew I needed her. Okay, so my older sister was someone that is able to ground me. She's the grounding force in my life. So she was able to, when I would spiral or when I would have different thoughts, she was the one person who had walked the walk and would tell me. Xhosa has this beautiful saying, Inyati.
That does it Xhosa now.
Plus, Inyati go phambili, which is the road you ask it from those that have come back from it. That's how you learn in life. And my sister's literally been that type of person. So in high school, I did not have an issue with making friends. I've never had an issue with making friends because I'm someone that speaks. And I'll come up to you. I'll be shy the first 2 times, then I'll come up to you and I'll make friends. But I know that not everyone has that type of personality.
Yeah.
It does require putting yourself out there. But secondly, it also requires knowing yourself, because even when I was in high school, I was part of a bigger friendship group. And when my vision for myself and the vision that they had and the vibes that they were on was not aligning, I said,
how at the age of 15 are you talking about the vision I have for myself and the vision of you? Woo!
I said that.
That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying this girl was not giving
guidance. I had guidance. I've always maintained this thing where my sister's friends have also become people that are very close to me as well.
Yes. Also, you have older friends through
that's
your
the thing.
sister.
And I've always, because this was my sister's biggest thing in high school, was the people that you meet in high school are not your forever people necessarily. Anyone you meet in life is not a forever person necessarily. You can have someone that you start grade 1 with that ends up being your lifelong friend. But you can meet someone at the age of 35 who has been praying for the exact same friendship that you've been praying for. And you guys can have a much more meaningful a relationship than someone that you've known all your life. Just knowing someone doesn't mean you guys are friends. So the conversation was always, because she would always point it back to her, she had a best friend in high school, everybody knew that was a bestie. But the minute they went and lived in different cities, had different things, that friendship just died and fizzled out. However, she's then met more people after that who have had a bigger impact in her life because they've met her where she's had needed that type of a friend. And even now, if they were to rekindle that friendship, it wouldn't work out because they just don't have the same vision. They don't have the same life. So in high school, it's very important to remember that you're serving a 5-year sentence.
It is.
You're serving a 5-year sentence.
I feel like also we don't have in school, when it's around with certain ages and certain things, there's certain things we just don't think about.
Yeah.
There's certain things we just don't take
High
into
school
consideration.
feels like it's forever.
It does.
It feels
but
like
I feel like every life stage feel like it's forever, because like now we're in our 20s now and this is happening. Whatever's happening in your life right now, whatever's happening, it feels like I don't want this to be a forever, because it feels like we could be here forever.
Not.
It doesn't feel like that?
Life is long and short at the same time.
I feel like
life is that paradox. Life is literally that paradox of life is long and short at the same time. I don't have that concept of it's forever. Nothing is forever. Like I think the thing is, once you surround yourself with people that have gone through their 20s or whatever the case is, and also limiting and boxing yourself into having a friend that is in high school or a friend that is like this or a friend that is like that, that will make you miss out on genuine connections and genuine experiences and genuine love, because you're out here looking and seeking the approval of teenagers. Number one, this teenager is the same person that was tonguing down one boy at a bathroom, one scolly boy. Then you want them to be the person that's going to make decisions about whether you're social or not. It's not up to them. make friends
But
with
it's
people.
our the desire and the need for
Yes.
wanting approval from those people.
Yeah.
Because like even like with
And hindsight is 2020.
2020.
That thing.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
because what you're saying is exactly it.
Mm-mm.
I had a girlie that I used to be like, you know, when they say this girlie, when she come up to me, I get that feeling where I just want to impress her. I just want to think that I'm cool.
Yes.
I had those experiences.
Yeah.
However, and furthermore, in any experience, if you don't rate yourself more,
Yeah.
you will fall
You
shame.
need to rate yourself.
You need to
The
rate yourself.
moment you don't.
Give yourself 10 out of 10.
But the thing is this, right? I feel like it's even like one thing that I feel like as a friend, as a person, to be a friend, because you need to know how to be a friend, right? You need to know how to be a friend to yourself first. So you need to know yourself. Because one thing I've learned is that, because what you were saying right now, I have a friend, like when we were in uni, she said that, like a mom told her and said, yo, you're not going to be friends with the people that you're in uni the way you think you're going to be friends. And then I was like, no, like me and you, we are for life. And then when things did this, I freaked out. You will outgrow certain people. You will move from certain people. Also, your friendship will change. The way you friendship with people will definitely change. And that is something that is a reality that you need to accept. Which is difficult to accept.
Dude, it's so difficult. Like, even with...
Because you don't want it to change. Like, even our friendship dynamic has changed.
So many times. In 3 years. Our baby 3 years, we are toddlers in this friendship team. And we've already...
But I feel like we've done so much growth in our 3 years.
Absolutely. And I think, like, there's certain things that we've learned. That back to the question about it, at least the statement that you made about being a younger person, being in school, is knowing that life is short and life is long at the same time. It's that paradox. Life is long in the sense that the person that you are right now might not be the person that you'll be in 5 years. You will leave wherever you are to do whatever you need to do. And in that process, those experiences, they changed you. You're going to meet people that will be aligned with those things.
Yes.
So for example, if you're in uni, it's easier to make friends that are in uni because you guys are together.
It's the space that you are in.
That space is forcing you guys to be friends.
It's temporary.
That space is forcing you guys.
Because you're not going to be in uni forever.
No.
You have to outgrow uni even.
Unless you're in your WC and you're studying law.
Bruh.
Wait a minute.
But we move.
Yay!
We're not standing still, we're moving. Your life is not going to end at uni. You will meet colleagues, you will meet people, just people that will completely get you, that will completely understand you, that will have shared experiences with you, that you don't have to explain your soul to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 2 that I would tell someone that is also putting yourself out there.
That is difficult.
It is a difficult thing because you require to be very vulnerable in that state because you almost feel like you're begging for attention sometimes.
I feel like this is not even a thing for like just like young people, whatever, right? Or younger
even
selves.
us.
I feel like it's even harder to be friends in your 20s. Making friends in this babes left me every time I'm going to say abandoned me, nah? I'm talking about. So when she left,
if you have abandonment issues, don't watch this because this girl is going to talk about abandoned.
No, I'm going to talk about abandonment so that you can heal.
That was legitness.
Yeah, it was. Huh?
Anyway, so the point of the story is that when she left, because I've learned how to build this and be very intentional. So this is my other thing I was going to say.
Yeah.
Be very intentional about how you want a friendship.
Yeah.
So you need to know yourself in order to know how you want a friendship. Because if you know what it is that you need, you'll be able to say, this is what I require of you. And if people are not able to give that to you, you know how to navigate around it or just move away from it. So with you, because she set such a high standard, because of our way of communicating, and this is not to bash any person before or whatever, but it's just our way of communicating, our way of interacting and now in the understanding of one another was just, I don't know how it happened. Like,
I think we were just ready.
right?
Because there's that thing where you are just ready.
Oh my gosh, guys,
you're just ready
platonic
to
relationships
love
are
and to be
important.
loved. Come on, somebody.
And I didn't know this, and I say this, someone who puts so much importance on a romantic relationship, learning how important a platonic relationship is. I learned with this one, because I can't see my life without her. Where I used to, don't cry, girl.
Don't you know my little week?
Because like before, like with like a partner, I would be like, oh, I can't see my life without this person, right? Because there's a certain amount of investment.
Yeah.
And then now that I've like with you, the investment I've made here, I'm like, yo, I can't see my life, certain life experiences go by and you're not being part of it. Like, imagine I give birth and you're not there.
I'm sorry? I'm sorry, what?
Excuse me? What?
And at the same time, this is something I've always told you as well. The investment, the intention, and the impact, those are two different things sometimes. Yeah, you get me? So it's not to say that we will always be in each other's lives.
Yeah.
It's not saying that.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that we're both intentional about it. We get in the ring every single day.
Yes.
We get in that process of, Kiki, I'm here for you, you're here for me. Like, we choose each other constantly.
Do you know what it is?
And a lot of the times when we talk about those kinds of things, it's always in relation to a man or a woman, or like
I was about to say
romantic. No, we choose each other because I said this to someone the other day. I was saying our families and how we were brought up and how our parents were able to survive, our mothers in particular, was only through sisterhood, through friendships. The way that I was brought up by a single mom.
Yeah.
My dad wasn't in the picture. The people that were riding for my mom till the dawn were her friends.
Yeah.
It was her sisters. So there's such a big importance on having those female friendships for me that I could not be bothered. No, let me not lie. But I could not be bothered.
I get it though.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Like the
it's the importance of it.
Yes. And also, like, I think recognizing that you need that special person.
Yeah.
You need that special person, and what that comes with is learning that that person is also going to change and that you are also going to change.
Yeah.
There's so many transitions that we've had to go through as special people in each other's lives. Our first fight. Hey, last year December, the friendship almost dissolved. The friendship almost. It melted. And our friendship was we were under pressure. So
also life happened at once.
So I was moving to a different
location,
moving jobs, under pressure for all of those reasons.
Health.
And mental health, emotional health, everything was teka-teka-ring. And that was on just my side. She was also going through her own things. The feelings of abandonment, rejection, and that time, like, it's so easy for us to also place our expectations on our friends, because I would do this for you. It's not my friend is going to do that for me. I would understand you, ne, if I was in this position.
Talk about it.
But are you me and am I you?
So I learned this recently.
Nonsense.
So someone actually told me, and someone actually said, just because someone else is giving you 10% doesn't mean you need, not 10%, 10 pieces of something, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you have to give 10 pieces back.
No.
Because the thing is this, you should not be giving to receive. You should be giving because that is who you are, right? What it is that you require, you need to make that clear. But because we live in a generation of, I feel like also, we live in a generation that is hyper aware, but also not hyper aware at the same time.
I think we're a generation that is having to break certain habits.
Yes, but now it's the learning of. Okay, thank you. Am I looking all
It's going to down in your eyesight. Enjoy some work, girl. Try some work, girl. Forget nonsense.
So the thing is that like I feel like we are so aware of ourselves that we sometimes lose track of
We're
everything
individualistic.
else.
I think
Yes.
there's a difference between being aware of
The
self
West
and
is
being...
coming.
The West is involved.
So
Community goes
yes.
behind
So
us.
now
yeah.
it's because now I'm thinking of I'm giving because I want to receive.
Yeah.
But you need to give because it's you giving, right? And you should be able to be open to receiving what it is that the person can give to you. It's like, for example, imagine you go to a beggar,
Yeah.
ne?
Yeah.
And then you want the beggar to give you the same amount of energy that you are giving
Nope.
them. They don't have. So you need to be able to learn how
Literally,
to
accept.
friendship in the capacity of someone else, which is something that I'm learning.
It's
Still,
not, we
right?
have not arrived at that point.
And with
Because
her, because she set a standard, I had to. Please fix your face. I had to learn.
let the face join the
I
chat.
had to learn that not everyone can friendship the same way
Yeah.
she does,
And it's unfair.
and it's unfair of
It's
me
unfair.
to put.
The expectation. Nothing finishes any kind of relationship like uncommunicated expectations. Because you will be raised in the same home and have different outlooks on life. How much more for someone who comes from a different
Can I tell you?
different background to you, and you have this uncommunicated expectation of them? They will constantly disappoint you, and they don't even know that they're disappointing you.
Can I tell you guys something?
Oh, dear.
The person that brought me up, not even like same household, brought me up.
Yeah.
My mother told me, don't expect of me because you're gonna be disappointed. I said, how? You're my mother. What do you
So-
mean? So if my own mother,
Come on.
imagine someone else from a different.
Are you hearing the words? Auntie
No
spoke.
hearing.
Are you hearing the
Hearing.
words Auntie
Did you
spoke?
miss? You
Auntie
missed it.
said with her
Are you
chest.
capturing? Are you capturing?
Because the minute we start the uncommunicated expectations, they are informed by so many things. Number one, we are in a generation
Your thoughts
where
are not your own.
literally
If
where
you
I am
follow us-
watching if I'm watching these best friends on the social medias go out every weekend, these people are just living la vida loca. Bottomless
vida.
mimosas. They're having a breakfast there by the nice places. And you think that needs to be the standard for your friendship? Okay, wait a minute. Number two, having the words mean something to you. We can use one word, it can mean two different things to us.
Oh yes.
If I said you are my best friend, it doesn't necessarily mean
I have to learn
that
that.
I have the exact same expectation of what a best friend is
Yes.
to you that you have of
Yeah.
me.
I had
Hear
to
me
learn
out
that.
clearly.
I had to learn that.
I am someone who I forgot my train of thought. We'll come back. But the point of the story is this. If you have friends or in any kind of relationship, having uncommunicated expectations is the detriment of that relationship. If you are informed by social media what your standard of your friendship should be, you're only going to want to hang out with pretty people, you're only going to want to go to the nice places, you're only going to want to have all of this, all of that. But what you're missing out for is true connection, true love, genuine
But
love.
we live in a fugazi society.
And look, the aesthetic of those
It's
reels,
so
we all get
fugazi,
into
yes.
it. We all do.
Yeah.
The most important thing is,
It's a
again,
reel.
know who you are.
Yes.
Know who you are. If you don't know
And
that
know what
my
you
budget doesn't
require.
stretch from here to there,
Yeah.
then don't be friends with people whose budget starts from there to there. Be with people who knows exactly, okay, this weekend, yeah, this is what we're doing. Okay, sharp. Number two, being, oh my god,
I think you're number 3 now.
sharp. Number three,
yeah.
whatever the number is, take one from there. The other thing is having friends that hold you accountable,
That is
but
hard.
are kind in holding you accountable.
Oh, very
Because some
important.
of these self-aware hands, yeah, I'm coming for you. Some of you self-aware hands, yeah, y'all like to do that thing where you're like, yeah,
Domestic violence.
yeah, you guys like, yeah, me, I'm self-aware. I cut people off
Yes.
at every corner, at every turn. When are you ever gonna have anything substantial and sustainable?
It's not sustainable.
It's not.
It's
You
not
can't cut
sustainable.
everybody off.
Because this is also the thing, right? Because you think you're so self-aware,
Nonsense.
right? But then
I'm
you are
agreeing.
neglecting what you're supposed to be looking at.
Huh.
Because you are so self-aware,
Yeah.
knowing you have to cut off, but then you don't do the reflection.
You're not graceful.
Because you're not looking
Number
back.
one, you're not giving anyone
Also because
grace.
yay, and then you want other people to expect to extend grace to yourself. Friends should be gracious towards one another, because if you do not know how to extend grace, it's because normally I always bring this back. It's a relationship you have with yourself.
Hey,
If you do not know how to extend grace to yourself, you don't know how to extend grace to other people. You do not know how to do that. And sometimes, if you can extend grace to other people and not to yourself, you are people pleasing. Problems. You're people pleasing. You are people pleasing. And I feel like this is the thing.
this video started off very gentle.
Now, we're trying to keep you accountable now. Because
Yeah.
this is the thing, right? When it comes to accountability, you need to be able to hold yourself accountable as much as you're holding other people accountable,
on.
right? Because accountability also looks like honesty.
Huh?
Because now you're honest with them, but you are being rude, not
Be
honest.
fake with yourself.
Yeah, but you are lying to yourself.
Nonsense.
Cuts it
Nonsense.
off. You know what it is? Ow!
Nonsense.
Cuts it off. It cuts it off. So the point of the moral of the story of the situation is this.
Also, this video, yeah, it has no structure, as you can tell. But that's how our friendship has been. Is that it goes with how we move and
Yes.
how we are as people.
But it's
There's so many
intentional. It's intentional.
Look, I'll say this for free, yeah.
Please don't have text.
Hey, the where we started off as friends has changed so many times.
Yeah.
When we first had a friendship, we saw each other on the daily,
Yes.
every single day, like
every single.
every single day. And
was
if we
amazing.
weren't seeing each other, baby, best believe we're on the FaceTime, we're on the video call, we're on a girl, what's going on? But that looked a little different when we had lockdown. Because then we weren't in our own homes.
Oh, no, but we were
weren't in our
calling
own
each other.
spaces. Yeah, but like, it wasn't the same.
But you know what happened is, in that time, right? We were so. I think the time we spent together made us so comfortable with one another.
Yeah.
When we went into our own separate spaces, we were so open and willing to allow each other in these spaces.
Oh, yeah.
To say like, this is happening with me right now.
Absolutely.
This is where I'm at right now.
It was not as free as what we did
And
have
we
it
also
as.
yes.
So
but
we also had to adjust to. Because if you can remember those data problems, let's be so for real about it.
Guys,
You had data problems.
I did not have Wi-Fi at the time,
Yeah.
so I had to call these babes on data.
So sometimes your data's finished. Let's be so for real. Let's be.
Data.
This is not an Instagram friendship. This is a real friendship. Data was finishing. I was living at my auntie's house. It wasn't my own house. I could have just been talking anytime I wanted to.
Also,
Number two,
privacy issues.
listen, if the people want to come and sleep, it's time to sleep. Okay?
People walk in and out when they want to. Cause
Come on, it's such a house. So even
also
with
the houses were packed full of people because it was lockdown.
Sardines.
Everyone went to a home.
sardines. So we had those challenges during that time, and our friendship looked different. After the fact, when we started living together, our friendship also looked different because then we had to confront upbringing and upraising and our own ideas of what it looks like to live together, what it looks like to be. Because then we also had those uncommunicated.
Also the choice of us having to move in together was a big thing.
Yeah.
Because we had to consider, because I wanted to live by myself, she had plans to live with someone else.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I don't know how I feel about living with someone. I want to have my own space because I'm comfortable with me.
We were traumatized by.
Take that piece out.
Let's keep going.
Continue. Anyway, it's very important. I think this is the gist of the thing, right? From this video, you need to know what you require and what it is that you need.
Before
as
you
a
know what
friend.
you require, know who you are.
Because you need to know who you are.
Let's start
That's
there.
the only way you can
No,
get
let's
it.
start there. Let's start there for real. Know who you are, accept where you are,
Exceptions.
Exceptions. Acceptance.
And then
accept where you are. That's
Yeah.
where we're starting. Then now talk about what you need.
accept the people around you.
Oh,
So the people that you are choosing, you have to accept them. Something that is a continuous learning
Constantly.
process. Constant.
None
You
of these
need to-
lessons are lessons. Okay. Also, Loga, we're gonna come back to these points. Let's go back to this. Nothing that we are saying in this video are things that we are not actively working on either.
Yeah.
These are things that
It's
we are
a
very aware
continuous
of and that
process.
we are also working on in our relationship and in other relationships with other people. The point of that matter is
The point of the matter.
The point of the matter is
Even in
this.
Garrett's captured now.
It is a lifelong
Process.
commitment. Commitment means that even in the days when you don't feel good about it, you show up for it.
So it's first, you need to know who you are. You need to understand yourself
Yes.
to be able to choose the people that are around you
Come on.
and accept them
Yes.
for who it is that they are.
Yeah.
And then also know how to navigate the spaces
Yeah.
that you are in with them.
Come on.
Because you'll meet people who can't fulfill all of your needs.
Also negotiate.
Yeah. Tell
Negotiate.
People don't
Talk.
communicate.
Negotiate the needs that you have. No
them.
sense.
I can't be here
I can't
for
be.
you now.
I can't do this for you in the space of
I
my
can't
time.
keep you accountable because I'm doing
Look
nonsense
at
right now.
like one of the
Be
arguments that
very
we had.
honest, be
one
very
of the,
honest.
One of the conversations that we had that have been a very difficult conversation was when we recognized that even how we are socially has changed. My friend was very sick for a very long time, and I had to be extra than what I already am. I'm already an extra baby, yeah? But I had to be extra hot during the people. But then my friend. That switched over when she started getting her strength back and she started moving differently.
Yeah.
But I was still stuck.
Because you
And we weren't communicating this, so we were moving in our old patterns.
Yes.
Then life was happening differently. Then we have to learn.
So, like, it's having to learn how to communicate in different seasons.
Come
Because
on.
you will find a friend in a season where you guys are at the same place.
Yeah.
But you move.
Yeah.
So it's having to find how to communicate
Yeah.
in those times in order to build. Because
Bingo.
if you don't build, you will outgrow.
10 out of
That's where
10.
the thing came from. Like, you will outgrow certain people. And sometimes it's okay to outgrow certain people because
Yeah.
sometimes you learn that we're not the same. Which is
But ask yourself,
yeah.
did you
Thoughts.
communicate it? That is the biggest thing. Was the communication, because we've also had this thing where we've spoken about conflict in friendships. Conflict, if you consider conflict as the biggest thing out of this whole thing, you are wrong. Conflict has to be met with resolution. Be focused on the resolution of that conflict and put off that thing of, I'm going to block you, I'm going to hurt you, I'm going to do all of this. Because you guys are losing friends that are really good to you.
Who could
and people
actually be better if
that
you communicated.
if you just said it.
If you just said,
People are
Block.
losing, I swear down, people are losing friends that are gems in their lives because you are taking them for one situation and you're blowing it out of proportion as though you are the most healed person, you are the most knowledgeable person, you are the most person. Lovey, the truth of the matter is this. In friendship and in any other relationship in this here lifetime, it is in those moments when we are when conflict arises, or when we are not at a happy place, or we are not at a place where everything is roses and everything is smelling good. Those are the places where true and genuine friendship is tested, and that is when you and your friend are communicating the most. That's not the opportunity to stop communicating. You can have
to communicate even more.
that's when you need to. You can have the same.
no.
Listen, when I tell you, you can have the same fight for one full month, and what you will get back to at the end of the day is that both of you are fearful. This is all coming from fear.
You're human.
But if you're going to go based on your first reaction, the friendship could have ended easily.
And it will.
Come
Because
on.
that's the thing is, right? People tend to, and I've learned this about even myself, is that I felt like a fight was the end of something,
No,
but it's because of
it's the
fear.
start of something new.
It's the start of learning
something
part of
better.
something,
Because now
right?
I learned to understand you better. Now I know
Because I've shown part of myself like to you.
exactly.
Also, can I
Also,
tell
you
this?
also communicated your unhappiness.
Which can I just give credit to this one quickly? She made me feel so safe to actually tell her how uncomfortable and unhappy I was, and receive that and move. So if I didn't do that, because it's something that I wouldn't normally do, because if I'm done, I'm just be like, "Ooh." But because I've learned that, it has actually shown me that you can grow. This, like, sometimes when you feel like something is the end, it's actually just the start of something new. Like she said,
Come on.
it's just the start of something new.
It's also change your vocabulary. Change your vocabulary. Any small chance you get, change your vocabulary.
I want to turn that into a stream.
Change your vocabulary.
Now.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
But change your vocabulary about
Very
friends as well.
important.
Don't friendship is maintenance. It's work.
It is
What
It's
you
like
ultimately want.
And the way you
Yes.
want to work on your romantic relationships, you're gonna have to work on your platonic relationships.
And
guys.
sometimes twice as hard. And sometimes twice as hard, because sometimes we don't regard friendships at the same level at which we regard romantic relationships. So
are
it's easier for you
relationships.
to say, if my men don't like it, I'm not going to do it. But if your friends say they don't like it, you're like, hey, chubby, hey. Sometimes you have to work twice as hard to make sure that the people in your life, they feel them, that they matter.
Yes.
Learning how another person appreciates love is one thing, but also accepting the way that they will love you is another thing. You've got to be willing and ready for that conversation. Also, you are supposed to be very comfortable with conversations and retrospects in your friendships. If you're not having the chat that, hey baby, you see the way you were treating me yesterday, I used to be able to laugh at those jokes about I can't laugh at them anymore. I'm not that kind of girl.
What's giving you?
And your friend is like, you're too sensitive, I'm cutting you off. Nonsense. Because the truth of the matter is that your feelings matter, and they should matter, and they should be the most important. And through transition and through changes, nothing beats communication. Have the chat about where you are in life. Also, as someone who is receiving this information or giving it, let the space be so free and so comforting that at the end of the day, I will know that I always have a home with you. And to round everything off, on my end, I'm gonna shut up my friend, gonna talk. Yeah, I'm a talker in this friendship. You'll be shocked. I'm a
Also,
talker.
guys, I feel like we balance each other out. We balance each other out. Anywho, guys.
Let me run it off. Wait.
Run it off. Yes, please.
So, I've had friendships, and I've said this even in a video. I've had friendships with older people. I've had friendships with all types of people, and they've taught me so many different things. I've not had a friendship where I've had to show up the ways in which I've had to show up with Nikki. And it is such a pleasant something to experience in my life. It's not always roses. Trust and believe.
It's not.
Sometimes we're fighting. Sometimes we're just
Also,
distant. Sometimes we're going through mental health.
Also, I feel like we've had like passive fights. We'll be like,
And pick your battles.
Very important.
She's taught me so much, so and
I
no
pick my
relationship has
battles.
affirmed
I
this.
pick my battles. I'm so about it.
Auntie, please, let's not get dear. But
Everything's out of fight.
not everything is a fight, and not everything is a conversation, but everything needs to be understood. And the point of the story is this girl, even if she will walk me down this main road of this place where we stay in the middle of the night.
What am I do? What am I do? Tell them, what am I do?
But it's how you come out at the end. I think there's nothing that has no friendship has given me as much security to know that even if we were to fight today, like we had an argument, we had hurt, because fighting, there's hurt that ensues, and we don't address the hurt. We are the type of people in our friendship where we've created a space where we can both address our hurts. We can both address the elephant in the room. Let's talk about it. And from there, we have learned that arguing and having those disagreements and those difficulties, they put you at 120% instead of the 100 if you just ignored it. You come back stronger and much better from
Happier.
and happier, and your needs need to be met.
Yes.
That's it. Meet the next person's needs and have yours met. That's it. So thank you so much for being the person to do that for me. Yeah.
Thank you for being such an amazing friend. Guys, can I tell you, I've been looking forward to doing this video with this girl for so long. I'm so happy that I
such a chaotic
finally...
Don't mind the chaos. Just watch the video. Gosh.
I have missed her so much. Oh my gosh. So I am so grateful that I could do the video today with this one. I'm appreciating so much. If you have watched until this point, I appreciate you.
Come on.
I love you.
It's
All
you.
of the love is going towards
It's you. You are the one.
If you're not receiving,
Come on.
If you're not receiving, what you doing?
Pick up
What you
the
doing?
phone. We are calling you.
With that being said, like, please, comment, subscribe.
Subscribe.
Let me know what you are thinking. If there's anything that you want from us.
If you want us to
If
go
you want to
part
see
two.
the baby girl again, please let me know, and we'll be more structured.
I mean, you know what?
Do you know what it is?
Ask me to come back again. I'll show you. We're gonna have a nice time. We're gonna talk real
Beautiful,
things about our actual
beautiful.
friendship. Then we're gonna talk about things here that happened in the past. Then we're gonna teach you from the lesson,
Oh,
the
gosh.
real things, so you can see an example.
Yes, and then also
We're not talking from head
They're not
stuff.
from head
We're talking
stuff.
real
this
experience.
is literally real experience. So, also with that being said, if you do have any questions, you can send me a DM on my Instagram page, which is Empress Addy _ Addy. On Instagram, you can find my details below in the description. Very important. So yes, please, thank you so much. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and if you haven't shared yet, share with your mama, your baby
Come on.
mama, the mamas, also the boyfriends and the things.
Don't let him go.
Important messages. If you want to know how to be friends and make friends and continue with healthy friendships, like this video.
Come on.
Thank you so much. And this has been my girl, Annelisa Nkosana, the baby girl. The thing is, if she activates her Instagram, I will link it below. With that being said, good night. Thank you so much, people. I love you so much. Bye.
Mwah, 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 mwah.
Bye.
Empress Addy, don't make a mistake. Don't make a mistake. I will find you.
How?
This is a beautiful day, such a stunning day, such a beautiful.